And that gives me some of that meter, which you can build up. He starts doing some funky teleporting. Bleep, bleep. Ow. Eh. Shield slams always. He does look kind of Daedric, huh? I mean, red tinges. That's a stagger, so you can get some damage in there. Now he starts comboing. He does that into an attack. Oh, he didn't do the full combo, though. He'll fly up. Slam. He'll do a follow-up attack. Then he'll fly up again and do a big AoE explosion that... Well, I guess it is AoE, but it's like a cross formation, so you have to be familiar with it to dodge it. Here it comes, probably. Yeah, so he goes to the middle of the arena and then charges a big cross-shaped AoE. Oh, man, does Mia survive? Mia, Oh, I'm out of heals now. So I have to... If I take a hit, Mia's got to save me. But I think she does! She did! She did! Whoop, whoop. And he's going to the middle of the arena to do the big explosion thing. Zoink. But I just... Yeah, R1 spam him. So this was... Edge walk, of course, away. Greater... Was it greater loss? Greater lost dispersed. And that was the end of the recording that I did. Again, what you didn't see there was a lot more time of me exploring the area, fighting the boss. Again, it took me about probably 40 minutes before I beat the boss. Because sometimes, I will say the companion was a little bit annoying to depend on, because sometimes she would die at the beginning of the fight, and then it's like, oh, I don't have a second target for the boss to focus on. I don't have rescue heals for when I run out of health. And even when I tried to focus healing her, which you can do, like I said, you can transfer your health to her, she would still die. And then I would be stuck with even less health. And I'm like, what the fuck? Additionally, kind of annoying, if she was in the middle of something else, attacking or whatever, and you die, and she didn't recover fast enough to throw health at you, you would just stay dead. So that's kind of sucky. But again, the game can be played without a companion, so it's not it's designed in such a way that you don't need a companion. It's just helpful and all that jazz. So that's cool. I don't like Neo Dark Curard, but thank you for the suggestion. You can block. It was not 100% for me. I only ever tried blocking with the main weapon, I think. I tried to do things like block the spin attack, but I would still take damage, so I ultimately didn't think that was worth it. Journalist mode? What, with the companion? You know, the boss health and damage gets higher when you have a companion. I don't, because we couldn't disable it for this test. Can you use shields? I don't think any of the weapons that we picked up had a shield on it. The release date for this game is 2018. That's it. Is this going to YouTube? Probably not, honestly. Are there spells and guns/bows? Yes, I was using spells during this fight. These are active abilities. Like, this is a blood shield that absorbs a next hit, or reduces damage from the next hit you take. This is like a tiny little soul dart. This is a powerful chaos, the bed chaos vestiges, chaos bed vestiges. Why is that such a dumb name for a spell? It's an exploding fireball that does considerable damage. It did 1,000 damage to the boss, which is good. Oh, one thing that was funny, I had a fun glitch where I was fighting the boss and I died, and I was running back from the bonfire, which are called missiles. And upon entering the fight, it spawned 2 of the bosses, and they were both focused on just me and the companion. They weren't hurting each other, and so it was a double fight. But that definitely wasn't supposed to happen, and I did not succeed at all. Missiles. Huh? Missiles? Here you go. Fun glitch where you fight boss and die. It's true. Oh, missile, like mistletoe. M-I-S-T-L-E. M-I-S-T-L-E. Mistle, if you want to call it that. Maybe it's even pronounced mistle. But yeah. Anyways, the main thing that I got from playing this was it feels a lot better than I would have expected. It kind of leans a little more towards Bloodborne Some of the weapons even reminded me of Bloodborne, just their appearance, but it's not like they were trick weapons or anything like that. There are parries, there are backstabs. You can parry this boss, but you cannot riposte him. For other enemies, parries are auto riposte. So yeah, if you parry somebody, then it just immediately goes into a riposte animation for them. Yes, you could parry the boss, like I said, but it just it was worth it because he staggered, just like Pursuer, right? You can hit Pursuer a few times while he staggered, but you would not riposte the boss. Boss arena reminds you of the first boss of Darksiders. Yeah, this is like a modern setting, right? So this is like, yeah, there's cars and broken down villages and shit. It does, yeah, kind of broken villages, broken buildings and shit. Is kind of Darksiders. I will say this boss got easier for me when I got more aggressive, and especially, so here's the thing that I wanted to describe. This meter, if you watch when I dodge, it flickers blue on me with an effect, and that fills that meter right here. Bloop. This effect right here fills this meter, and while this meter is active and draining, you get buffs to like attack speed and avoiding being stunned and stuff like that. So that pushes you in like a Bloodborne kind of way, like, oh, now's my chance to get in extra damage. So it's kind of that risk reward thing that makes me love Bloodborne combat so much. Additionally, if you missed it, whenever you activate this ability, which uses this resource called Ichor, it changes your dodge into a dash, a Bloodborne type dash. And you can recast these throughout the fight, and you also you don't regenerate Ichor, but you generate it through your attacks on the boss throughout the fight. So you can keep recasting stuff also. Now, let me tell you, they pretty much didn't tell us anything about this. All right? They didn't really tell us anything about Dark Souls 1 Remastered unless we asked. They just put us in a room, and they're like, here you go, here's these. And they were around, of course. And it's not in a negative way. I'm just saying that, like, they didn't give us a presentation. And they're like, here's our plan for this. And this is what we want you to tell people. That's not how Bandai has ever interacted with me or the other guys that I've been on these trips with. They're just like, here, check it out. You can capture if you want. You can show this. Have fun. And then we're like, okay, cool. But yeah, this boss, it kind of reminded me of like a Valkyr, sort of, from God of War. But it also kind of looks like, he's like a demonic dude. But yeah, very good. I was pleasantly surprised with the combat in this boss in particular. I loved this mechanic where he kept building on it, right? He did the overhead slam, then he could do the overhead slam followed by a teleport attack. Then he would do the overhead slam, teleport attack, teleport, middle of the arena, cross explosion that you had to oh, see, I never, Mia died right there after she gave me that health. I never even saw my companion's health bar while I was playing, because it's such a tiny UI element. Who made this game? Is this Capcom? Is that right? Is this Capcom? Honestly, I don't know. I'm not here to tell you details like that. That's all stuff that can be found on the internet. I'm just here to give you my gameplay impressions and what I thought about it. Bamco made it. God Eater team made it. Oh yeah, is Capcom just a publisher? Probably. I'm sure they might develop as well. FromSoft. No, this is not FromSoft. No. Bamco did it mostly. Mostly God Eater team. Nice. So there wasn't a character creator for this demo, but they did say yes, you can. There is character customization, which is good because a lot of people did not like Neo for that, or at least did not like that part of Neo. But you do get to customize characters. Yeah, let's throw it up to questions while you're watching. We'll let the gameplay just kind of run, and if you have questions, by all means, let me know. I'm definitely going to play this when it comes out. It's possible that the way that the game is structured, like maybe if there's, again, repetitive enemies or not many bosses, that I end up not liking it as much. That's definitely something that could happen. One kind of negative thing that I noticed that I'm not sure if it was for the demo, anytime you level, you just all you would do is level by increasing your level. There was no stats. I mean, there are stats, but you wouldn't add to strength, add to this, add to that. But those existed. So that might just be because of the demo and they didn't want to... They're still doing balance and all this stuff like that. So I don't know if there will be PvP. I don't think so, actually. I think it is co-op focused more than anything. Does it have the harsh nerve-wracking mechanics that Bloodborne gives you? You need to be specific. I don't know what you're talking about in that sense. Ask me about specific mechanics or things like it. The only things that I attributed to Bloodborne were the dashing and the risk-reward, like when the whatever you want to call it, the super meter pops. Do those work like Estus? Yes, they do regenerate at missiles, aka bonfires. The combat and the animation satisfying? The combat is. The animations, you tell me, because you can see it. Will this game come out on PC or is this PS4 exclusive? I'm actually not sure. Again, I'm not really... Ask me about the gameplay. That's what I'm here for. I'm not a game reviewer, reporter who has all the details. I'm just here to tell you that I played a game and I liked it. And this is... Oh! I didn't see myself do that before. That thing, it regenerates... That is if you hold X, you do this claw charge up, and that will regenerate your iCore, which is good. It's PC, PS4, and Xbox One. Ooh, PC! So, I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but it's possible that we could get 60 FPS on PC. The room they put you in, was it well lit? Was there adequate seating? Yes, there was. We all played on some fine monitors, and it was not too hot, not too cold. Plays 144 hertz. Anyways, you know me. I don't care about frame rate. This was smooth. That's all I cared about. It was 30 FPS, and I would play it if it was 30 FPS. Like, that's not gonna deter me from playing a game that has even an inkling of promise. What was my exact distance from Peeve? I would say about 6 feet from Peeve. There is character customization, Ty Gundyr, but it was not in this demo. Did you and Peeve compare beards? No. It does for you? Well, I'm just telling you that it doesn't for me. So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. How did parrying feel when you landed a successful one? I would say... So the consistency for me was not there, which is what is satisfying to me. To be able to consistently be like, all right, I'm going to walk up. I'm going to parry this dude. Boom. Did it. And I'd probably wager that not choosing the repost is a little less satisfying. But they do an entire... At least when I did backstabs, occasionally it would play like a cinematic. His mask would come up and some giant claw thing would do its thing.
Marvelous.
But it was satisfying to parry the boss. And Peeve, I was watching Peeve fight the boss, and he parried that spin attack that I was talking about. And I was like, oh, that would be a much better way to handle that. Yeah, the controls are similar. However, attacks are square for light, triangle for heavy attack. R1 is sprint, circle is dodge, X is the OK button. R2, you would hold R2, and that is how you would cast these abilities on the right. R2 and the face buttons do the active abilities. You'll see I have the Bloodborne dash now. There was also iframes on backdashes and unique attack animations from backdashes or backsteps. And the backstep is also changed from if you activate the dash ability. Is no armor / fist only possible? I didn't try fist only, surprisingly. Does this skill use some sort of resources? You can see the resource right there next to R2, but you can see also how easily I reacquire it. And they even give you consumables to reacquire that resource. But I have 21 out of 22. It's called iCore, and that is how you use the abilities. If I remember correctly, the attack boost, which lasts like a minute or like 90 seconds, costs 5 iCore. The defense boost was 5 iCore. The Bloodborne dash was 10. And then there's like a blood shield. I think that was 5. Oh, you can see it when I open the menu. You can see it when I open the menu to use the abilities. Right Okay, right here. I'm holding R2. I'm holding R2, and you can see this one's only 1 cost, but it's a very low damage little plink, blink, blink. This costs 2, but it also costs you health, and that heals your companion. 10 for the Bloodborne dash, 5 for these other buffs. But it's pretty cool. If this is, I don't know. I wasn't a big fan of Neo giving you a shitload of items, but if this is their equivalent of giving you a bunch of different ways to play the game, I'm a little more okay with that because it's what I placed there, and I don't know. It just felt like Neo. I always felt like was throwing all this shit in your face, and I'm like, I don't get that. Go away. I don't want that. If it's anime, there's waifus, of course. Isn't that the rule number 1 of anime? Combat feels clunky, doesn't it? It's not smooth enough, and there's no impact on attacks. The only thing that I had some feedback on was like, I guess receiving damage. I mean, still, it wasn't even that bad. Like, I could tell every time I got hit. It's just... Honestly, I don't have any complaints for this that I wouldn't have for, like, Dark Souls or Bloodborne. No, Mia is not the only follower. There are more, but we didn't get to use any of the rest of them. I think clunky means what you think it means. You're talking about me or them?
You're good.
You'll have to speak in specifics then if you're gonna assume that I know things. Does this game have poise? I don't know. There, I think, were 2 armor sets, and it did actually change kind of like how the... Like your parries and shit would... And your backstabs, your armor would like do kind of like Bayonetta. Your armor would do the attacks. Frame rate looks low. It's 30 FPS. Whenever it staggers or it stutters, it's because Windows Media Player or whatever sucks. But it was solid 30 FPS, like even, no drops. Oh, also, yeah, it's playing off a Dropbox. That's probably why. Well, actually, I don't. 2 things it did better than Dark Souls, and 2 things it didn't. I don't know. Better depends on you. So, ask me specifics, and I could tell you. Sorry, I understand those are things that, like, the kind of person who reviews games would think about and analyze, but that's not me. I'm like, ask me logistics, not emotional questions. Are weapons upgradable? I don't know. There was no way for me to upgrade. That's all I can say. Damn it. But oh wait, actually, I would say yes, because you pick up like the halberd and it says +5. So based on that, it had to get to +5 somehow. Maybe they're not upgradable, but you find better weapons. But who knows? We don't have any details on that yet. There is a rifle gun with a bayonet on the end, where the light attack is a melee, close range melee, and the triangle would shoot. The triangle did use your I-core. 1 shot was 1 I-core. So kind of like bullets in Bloodborne. How's Dark Souls 1 Remastered? We already talked about that. We're talking about Code Vein right now. Dark Souls 1 Remastered is the same Dark Souls that you know, with the changes that have been outlined for months. And more consistent network play. So that's what I'm looking forward to. But I feel presence, like the environment felt immersive / memorable. I can only answer that in the sense that I remember the environment now. Is that what you mean by memorable? Does iframe length similar to Soulsborne or short like Monster Hunter World? Like Soulsborne. Shitty backstabs from day 1. Yep, that's Dark Souls. I mean, that's all the Souls games. Except for the ones where they removed it or made them dumb. Telly stabs. You don't like that the blood fade out. Fair enough. Would you use these weapons to stab the people in chat? No. Because these are anime weapons and dumb. How do you parry in this game? You hit L2. Just like any other game you can parry in, pretty much. What's the story for this game? No idea. Don't care either. But you can shoot fireballs and attack things with weapons. Was there currency, gold, money? There is, yes. You were able to level during this. I was picking up items, and they're like, what do they call them? Something echoes. Not blood echoes, mind you. But yeah, they were those. You're a vampire, that's it. That's all I care. Yes, absolutely. I want this game out now. I want to play it. I want to see what else it has to offer because I'm very pleased with this demo. And yeah. Do you lose picked up items when you die? No. Any classes? Not that I could tell, but we didn't get, you know, there was no class selection at the beginning. What was the punishment for death? You would leave a bloodstain, just like typical Soulsborne. And you would need to retrieve that if you lost it. Didn't really have an opportunity to play with equip load because didn't have too many armors. I think there was maybe one other armor and it didn't adjust it at all. So possibly no equip load to worry about, but who knows. Can I show the level up screen? Sure. I opened it right before the boss. Yeah. So there are a bunch of really good stats. Like they've got a bunch of, here you go, boom. So you've got strength, dex, perception, willpower, vitality, fortitude, and they are skill based, or sorry, score based. And then when you level, haze is what the currency is called. Here you go. Blood code, I don't know what that is. No idea. There wasn't in the game that I knew of in that demo. Blood code, sure, it could be class. It could be covenant. You know, code, like a code of arms. But I'm not going to make any assumptions. Feel free to make all the assumptions you want. I'm only telling you what I know, which is how the game felt, pretty much. Blood code is your class. Cool. Is that... Feel free to take guesses, but I'm not going to say that something is confirmed unless it is confirmed by developers. Just saying. There was not a main area because this was just a small demo where all you did was explore an area, fight a boss, and then load out of the game. Okay. And attack defense. So there was weight like on weapons in that sense, but I didn't see it directly tying necessarily to my my movement speed or anything. It could just, you might have a limit to how much you can carry, and if you invest in strength, you can carry higher weapons or whatever. But yeah, there was a drain attack stat, which is cool. Probably swing speed. Yeah, very possibly. Why was your iCore pool 22? Oh yeah, there was a thing where as you're doing combat, I don't know what it was tied to, but as you do combat, your maximum iCore will go up. Seeing it now, actually we can see the point where it rises, and it might just be based off kills. Oh, here you go, +2, boom, right there. Oh, it's because I landed this ability right here, which is if you charge X, it does this claw attack. Yep, zip, and then you can watch the number here. Blomp, increased my max by 2, and it gave me 3. So hitting with that charge up claw attack is good. How did the AI companion feel? Inconsistent. It was nice when she helped, but she wouldn't always help, so that was kind of frustrating. Is the co-op AI only? No, there are up to 3 real player co-op with 1 AI companion. So 4 total entities, 1 being you, 2 others being human, and 1 being an AI companion. And your friendly fire? No. Did the slower weapons put out more damage maker for lack of speed? The greatsword seemed to not be as much damage as I would have hoped, so I didn't use the greatsword very much. But we picked up a halberd +5. Maybe that's why it was that much better. It was +5. But the halberd was swag, and I don't have the halberd here. I'm sorry. I'm sure one of the other guys probably have way more in-depth capture. I was capturing a bunch, and then it turned out that I didn't really have a capture method for the first half, or for the first bit of time. And then I accidentally deleted a lot of content, but none of it was good anyways. All I deleted was a successful boss kill. But then I was really stressed because I was like, oh, I really want a boss kill. So at the very last minute, I just recorded this run through and then tried the boss. And I killed boss first try, which was good considering it took me an hour to kill it the first time. Nope, there was no co-op enabled. There's no release date, just 2018. So as of now, by December 31st, 2018, it can be in your hands. Sure, I did what? What, killed it first try? I mean, that's recorded right here. Did you encounter any non-respawning mini-bosses? Non-respawning, so there was a mini-boss that unfortunately isn't in this video, but check out the other content because it's there. There's a female character with boob plate. And she was tough. She hit harder. She had delay combos that would roll catch pretty well. I killed her. And right after her was another like bonfire. I don't remember if she respawns. I want to say that she doesn't, but I don't take my word for that. So in this area, there's like a big guy. Well, okay, not yet. We go down and we get the halberd over here. There it is, Regicide halberd. Yeah, that was a good thing. That was the best weapon I saw. That ichor concentrate, it's just a consumable. You pop it, it gives you some of your ichor back. I think it was like 3 or something. And Lost Echoes give you haze, which is the leveling currency. You know the AI companion is required? It's not required. They said that you can play without it.
You're good.
There are different companions, however, that you can play with. I don't know how they work, how they unlock or anything. Probably story-based, if I had to guess. Whatever. Can you pan the camera into the skirt? Yes. Mango Nighter, 14 months. Welcome back to the pack. Kakwujurug Kwifi, 14 months late. Happy birthday, late happy birthday to any Norwegians in here that have celebrated 17th of May. Also, hello. Hello. Are there gestures? Not that I saw, but I also... I don't know. Somebody else might have found gestures. Find any shortcuts or things like that. Also items that you can see, but must explore the environment in a creative way to get. From the beginning, you can see the guy, the halberd. So it wasn't like a necessarily... so right here. So you can see this guy over here. This is the chest where the Regicide halberd is. But it's not like it's a puzzle, right? It's like, boom, you can walk around and go grab it there. There was a trickier to find ramp that leads down actually right here. You can see here. There's a chest here. This is where the bayonet was. And you get ambushed by a bunch of fucking ceiling slimes. But the ramp down, you kind of had to look over the edge to find it. So it was a little trickier to spot, I guess. But I didn't find any, elevators or anything like that. This is just a 15-minute demo of one part of a level, so I can't vouch for level design in that sense. But I had no problems navigating the level. It was interesting for me to run around. There were no parts that I was like, oh, level design, shortcut, and now I'm back here, or this. But I also wasn't like, where the fuck am I? Like, I was like, oh, okay, back here. Yeah, apparently this will be on PC, Xbox One, and PS4. This is hard but fair, yeah. I felt good about the hitboxes that were hitting me in general. Fucking failed backstab, though. I don't know why. Just me, or does combat feel floaty and lacking a lot of hit feel to make it actually feel good to hit things?
You're good.
Maybe. I don't know. I feel like that's a matter of opinion, because that didn't bug me. I mean, the screen shakes. I don't know what makes it weighty or not.
Marvelous.
What is this game? Code Vein. Coming in 2018 somewhere. Is it possible to play without a companion? Yes. Mia or boob plate girl? Or president? I mean, Mia's a piece of shit. I don't like her. No, there was a point where I was frustrated. Like, we would always call it, Mia, please! Because she wouldn't heal us or she would die. There's a Bloodborne dash, by the way. Look at that dash. So speedy. And it lasts as long as this icon is red, right? So you spend 10 ichor in this case. And you have Bloodborne dash for like, what, a minute? 30 seconds? I don't think there's PvP, but I can't confirm that either. I think we asked about it, and they were like, kind of dodgy about it. But there's definitely up to 3-player co-op, but I think that includes you, so 2 players that you can bring into your world. Ichor is like, it's more like Focus, more like a magic resource, but you can watch while I fight. You'll get Ichor back. There are special abilities that get your Ichor back, like a charged X attack. Let me see. Like I just did a charged triangle hit and that restored Ichor. Might be chance on hit or every X amount of hits. I don't know. Any way to regen Ichor during the boss fight? Absolutely. Yeah, like I said, there you can do. I did like the charge up claw attack to the boss many times during the boss fight. You can probably see I start with 5, right? I start with 5 because I pop 3 buffs. As soon as I get to attacking, like boom, 6, 8, 9, like it gens real fast. The 20, yeah, the out of 20 is my Ichor. Yeah, so it seems like almost every hit will regen Ichor. Oh! Boing. Yeah, that was 2, 9. Like I don't know. I do like the art style. I think it looks good. Like it seems like a serious take. It's not like cartoony or anything to me. Mature. Like look, there's blood splattering everywhere and shit. It's pretty sweet. A little bar is how many hits? Yeah, but what I'm not sure of is how, like, will it go up faster if you're dealing higher damage? Like if I used a great sword, would that go up higher? Maybe, possibly, but I'm not going to make assumptions. Oh, there you go. Quelmsy posted a link to the boob plate girl, if you guys are interested. This area, I know, has been visible several times before, at least, like at PAX and stuff like that. And I think even the reveal had some gameplay. It was a gameplay trailer or something. But I know that this is the most current update of the game, and things may have changed. Ooh. Ooh, yeah, so I pretty much was using that big fireball attack anytime that he was out of range of me. A good one to do it is right here after you dodge, but for some reason I decided to run in instead. Maybe I was thinking it was still on cooldown. Whoa! So here I die and then Mia reses me. Like, wait, where is it? Oh! Yeah, I got roll caught there. But she reses me, sacrifices her health, and then she immediately gets slammed and killed. This is Code Vein. I went to Bandai Namco headquarters and got to check it out yesterday. Actually, that's why I wasn't here at all yesterday. Boom! Greater lost dispersed, whatever the heck that means. We couldn't find a way to res the NPC, no. But you can transfer your own health to the NPC to keep her healthy. Ultimately, I found that not worth it. So, I don't know. I don't know. It's like Bandai? Huh? I'm not going to say Bandai. Nobody says Bandai. There are multiple ways to get to the boss. Nope, not in this. It was very straight path. How's the boss music? Could you not hear it? It was there. Can't you hear it? The NPC is always... You can choose to not have an NPC. I mean, not in this demo, but I asked. I was like, hey, do you have to have an NPC? And they said no. And there are also different NPCs that you can bring. It's an old area. They have shown up other areas, like one of them in the snow area, so I just see it's down. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I was just saying that, like, this isn't the, like, never before ever seen kind of stuff, but it is the newest up-to-date version of it. This is Soulsborne-like, and it's surprisingly good. I was pleasantly surprised with the combat. There are lines on the health bar where you can see, like, phases and stuff. I know they've patched this boss quite a bit, because he was saying that they used to be able to spam this overhead teleport attack a bunch. Heals are like Estus anytime I would touch a bonfire, I would have 5. And I don't think I didn't find anything that replenished them while I was out in the field. So far better than Neo, but you know, if it's the same enemies over and over, then it won't be. But that's hard to say. I will definitely be playing this at launch though, and making my decisions based off that. Mbleak1, 4 months. Woot, 4 months. Glad to see you back. Welcome back. I could not damage Mia. That I remember anyways. Boom, boom, boom. X Scarecrow, 01, 25 months. Koi Poro, 5 months. What consoles will this be available for? PC, Xbox One, PS4. Mango Nighter, 14 months. Lobos Love. Oh, I think I thanked you already. And AS Beast 12 with 1,000 bits. Thank you so much, AS Beast or As Beast. Chaos of the Void, 10 months. Welcome back to the pack. Thank you for resubscribing. Was me in the way ever, or could you walk through her? She was never in the way for me, so I don't think there's collision on her with your character. But I could be wrong. There was never a point, though, where I was like, what the? Didn't feel weird about that. I don't think this is the same engine as Dark Souls 3 now. Do you know how far this is into the game? Nope. Nope. I'm level 11 to start with, though, if that's any indication, which it probably isn't, because, you know, you can start like at level 11 in Souls games, or you could start at level 1. Who knows? Did you encounter any NPCs besides Mia? Nope. This game is using Unreal Engine 4. Nice. Vegan Zombie, 14 months, resubbing for Neo content. Peppo Dance. Welcome back, though. Nobody wants, but the anime art style kind of makes you iffy about it. Yeah, I was the same way. Like, that's why I had no expectations for this game. But after playing it, dude, I'll play a game that looks like a kid took a poop on a napkin and drew the characters with his finger. Like, as long as it plays good, that's what matters to me. That might mean more to you. Take that as you will, but I'm just telling you how I feel about the game. Greater Lost Diapers. Well, the anime stuff... Okay. I'm not going to argue whether or not this is cringy or not, but you have your opinions. Yeah, because I don't like anime, but I like this. So, there you have it. Guys, I'm going to go ahead and call the stream there. That was Code Vein. I hope you enjoyed it. Yesterday was a 23-hour day for me, and I'm still very wiped and trying to recover, and we're almost through the entire stream day anyway, so I'm going to go relax for a bit. And tomorrow is Friday, so we'll be back with Final Fantasy Friday, continuing Final Fantasy VIII. I hope that this was informative for you. Again, I'm no way influenced by Bandai Namco in telling you that it's a good game or whatever. I'm just here to tell you what I played and show you the game and my thoughts on it. That's it. I will be playing it at launch. It launches in 2018, whatever that means, and on all platforms except Switch. So I look forward to it. Thank you guys very much. Enjoy the music on the way out. Let's find somebody to raid on. Yeah. Let's see. Bleh, bleh. Also, be sure to check out, if you want more coverage on it from the demo that we played, Peeve, Ouroboros, Terra Mantis, Fightin' Cowboy, all of this had the ability to capture, and they're probably way better at presenting stuff than I am. I just like mechanics, and I wanted to share those mechanicos with you. So, take care. I will see you guys later. I'm going to host up... let's host up Otsdarva. He's doing no-hit all bosses full run practice except DLC in Dark Souls 2 Scholar of the First Sin. I never host Ots here because I never see him on. But let's do it. All right, we'll see you guys later. Have yourselves a good one. Fare thee well.